We're about to take you on a tour of one of the most famous gold farming locations of all time, Tier's Hand in Eastern Plaguelands. This used to be Chinese Farmer Central. You come down here and find entire teams of Chinese farmers, and on PvP servers they would run off anybody else who ventured in here. This is where we are. This is the southeast corner of Eastern Plaguelands. And to get here, you just come out to the fly point at Light's Hope Chapel. And if you hover the pointer over it, well, it's not showing up, it's not popping up there. It's right about there is Light's Hope Chapel. So you come to that fly point and just trot on down here on your mount to that entire village is Tier's Hand, full of mid to upper 50 level elites, and they're all humanoids. These are all the Scarlet Crusaders. Now this is going to go very fast. I have my preferences set to auto loot. So if you want to follow the loot, you can just look down in the chat window there in the lower left corner and see what I'm picking up when I start looting these guys. A good advantage for this good opportunity to make full use of my Felguard, because all I need to do is get 1 or 2 dots on these guys, and the Felguard comes along and drops them. In fact, I thought I was going to need to do Rain of Fire right there. They were already dead. So here we go, looting. There's some silver. Picking up silver, and coin, and rune cloth. The average drop is around 20 to 22 silver. You know, of course, sometimes they'll drop 8 silver, and then other times you'll have one that'll drop 33 silver. So anyway, it works out to around 20 or maybe a little bit more. So that means you're getting 1 gold for about every 5 kills, and you saw how fast I killed those. And I've already got a green at them, you may have noticed. I'm just going to skirt around these few guys because I want to get into the middle to this courtyard area where they're more concentrated and I can really kill them fast. Now this may not be an ideal gold farming location now. There are some other things that you could be doing because there's a little bit of risk. You see, you could come in here and get plenty of coin drops and rune cloths and green items and things like that, but still only come out with maybe 100, 150 gold per hour. And then you might be disappointed. You might think, I'm level 80. I'm supposed to be doing 250, 350 gold per hour, aren't I? Well, the thing is, this is one of these areas where epic items drop. I picked up an epic paladin shield in here one time, and that shield sold for 480 gold. So you can see, you know, every now and then a run will be very profitable, and other times just kind of average. I like coming in here just partly because it's so darn fun to race through and make all these fast kills, and because you have the area almost entirely to yourself. I'm not real sure what drove off the Chinese farmers, why they're not still down here. Partly, of course, Blizzard really cut down on the Chinese gold farming activity. But also because a lot of people have moved on to other areas of the game, and this seems like kind of an out-of-the-way place to go just for gold farming. There are still quests. There are a couple of quests. In particular, there's I know of a paladin quest. Paladins have to come in here and get holy water that is kind of a rare drop off of these Scarlet Crusaders. But other than that, you're most likely going to find this all of Tier's Hand, this entire village, all to yourself, and you can really race through here fast. You can see how quickly it takes me longer to go around gathering the loot than it did to kill all the mobs. And I am picking up a lot of rune cloth, and you may wonder why I'm making a big deal out of all the rune cloth I'm picking up. Well, a couple of things. For one thing, rune cloth sometimes sells for more than Frostweave, because so many people, I've made this point in other videos, so many people are out in North Ray and they think that's where everything is, that's where all the good stuff is. Well, yes, it's a higher level, it's the highest level continent, but because the lower level continents are being neglected, I have often logged on to the auction house and found rune cloth is selling for more than Frostweave. It's just a simple supply and demand. Now right here, these you'll see these chests, locked chests all around inside buildings and all around Tier's Hand. A little advantage if you're a rogue or a blacksmith or even an engineer, you can open those chests and get even more loot. The other thing, though, that I bring up Frostweave for, rune cloth for, I hardly ever sell cloth on the AH. Especially, I never sell rune cloth because I've got my own little technique that I do with rune cloth. I use my tailor to turn rune cloth into quite profitable things that you can sell on the AH, and I would tell you about it, but that's one of my special techniques. So you're going to need to buy the guide. That's going to cost you $14.95 to learn a special technique. Okay, I'm showing you these other buildings. There's a barracks, there's an abbey, there's a little chapel, all kinds of little buildings full of elite mobs. Run in there and kill them and get yourself more and more loot. But I'm going to skip those for now. We're going to charge up here to the big building. This is the cathedral. There's a boatload of the Scarlet Crusaders up there in that cathedral, plus sometimes you'll find a mini-boss. So I'm going to continue the slaughter for 1 hour, and then I'll start up the video again, and you can see how I did. Alright, we're back. And I just realized that I forgot to show you my empty bags, my loot bags. Like most people, I have a bag that's for necessities, so that bag doesn't count. I start off with my 3 loot bags were completely empty when we started this. Now I've already cleared this building, but when I got to the top, I discovered one of our rare spawns. There are at least 2 named mobs, rare spawns, that pop up here in Tyr's Hand, and one of them is here. So I saved that kill. I cleared the rest of the building, and then right up here at the top, here's our babe, and you know what a rare spawn is, I hope. If they have a silver serpent around their portrait, that's a rare named mob spawn, and those are particularly desirable kills because they have higher loot tables than the regular mobs, and that one's even more desirable because it's not just a rare named mob, it's a rare named elite mob. We're going to find out what she drops. So obviously I need to get up here. I was not in line of sight. Let's kill off the other 2 elites real quick. And then put our efforts onto the rare spawn. Alright, let's see what goodies we got here. That's the regular, one of the regular elites. Drop some silver and some more rune cloth. More silver. Okay, what did our rare spawn drop for us? Well, a green item. Not exceptional, but, you know, one more thing for me to disenchant and sell the enchantment mats on the AH. And let's see, let's go get the loot off of these last 2, and then I'm going to show you how we did. Now remember, I started with 3 completely empty loot bags, and then in 1 hour, that's what I got. Those 3 bags on the right are my loot bags. They were empty. Look at all the rune cloth. That's in 1 hour. And then lots of green items, some vendor trash, which of course you sell and you get surprising amounts of gold for some vendor trash. I also picked up one of those lock boxes. Those are frustrating. You gotta go find somebody. Sometimes I just sell those to a vendor just rather than... there's a blue item that dropped off of just one of the regular elite mobs. So I will put that on the AH and see if it sells. If it doesn't, then I'll just disenchant it. One more disenchant mat to sell. Plenty of loot. You can see here. Even those potions, the health potions and the mana potions, those will sell for pretty darn good gold. Oh, did I mention there also are thorium veins in Tyr's Hand? You find rich thorium veins, no less. And shame on me because I forgot to show you the bags before I started, but I also would point out that just in pure silver drops and coin drops, I haven't sold any items back to vendors yet, but I came out with a little over 40 gold just in the coin drops. Not too bad, wouldn't you say? So that's Tyr's Hand, famous gold farming spot. And if you'd like to know the secret technique, I hate to call it secret, but a special technique that I use for turning rune cloth into profits, buy the guide, $14.95. That's my pitch. And thanks for watching. Here's wishing you many great kills and great loots.